Welcome to this video. Today I want to show you very quickly how you could design your Bitmoji classroom. Of course, you could do this using Google Drawings also, but I'm going to use Google Slides for the purpose of this video. So as I open a brand new blank Google slideshow, the first thing you'll notice is I have a title slide. What I want to do is insert a blank slide instead. So now I have this totally blank canvas. And then this title slide I will delete. Now from here, really the name of the game is a Google image search. You basically want to find images that you want to put together into your classroom. So luckily there is an option to do a Google image search built in right here in Google Slides. So if I use this option to search the web, I like to start off with empty room background because I like to cheat and just give myself a room that I can use. And so I have all these options here, which is nice. Now, one note is if you don't like these options, sometimes people say, well, I'm just going to go to Google and I'm going to type in empty room background into Google and go do an image search. And you'll notice that when you do this image search, you have all sorts of other options that didn't show up. And you may be like, oh, I really love these. But you need to be very careful because you may not have rights to use these. So if you are stealing one of these, you may literally be stealing someone else's property. So be very careful, be a good digital citizen, and let me show you a trick. When you have searched and clicked on images, then over here on the right, under Tools, you have an option to sort by or to filter by your usage rights. So what you want to do is say, make sure that you only show me images that I have the rights to reuse. Now these are images that you are not stealing. And you'll notice that these options are the exact same options that you got here. And that is because Google has those training wheels already there for you in Google Slides. So anytime you do a search right in Google Slides, it applies that filter so that you can't accidentally steal things, which is kind of nice. So I'm just going to grab one. Basically, you need a lot of Google searching skills and you need a lot of patience because there's a lot of kind of moving around and resizing, you know, and dragging and dropping. You might even crop. So maybe that's too much floor. So I could crop a little bit of that floor out and then resize. Boom. So now you have kind of a room to put things in. Of course, the whole purpose is that you're going to put your Bitmoji in there, which is why I love the Bitmoji extension. One trick is if you type in pose, that will give you things that show your whole body and not just your face. We'll grab this guy. So if I right click and copy, and then I'm going to paste. And so now basically you're on your way to your Bitmoji classroom. You just keep finding images that you like and then inserting them, dragging and moving them around. Now, one reason that I would kind of resort to using an external Google image search is that I have more options here with these filters that can come in handy. So let's say, for example, I want to put in my desk because I have a desk in my classroom. So again, I've searched for office desk. I'm in the images tab here, and I've used tools to select labeled for reuse. But then I also have lots of other options here. One of my favorite ones is under color, I could say transparent. And now when I go find items, hopefully they have that transparent background so you don't have a big white block around your desk in your classroom. One other really neat thing is I could say only show me clip art. Maybe I don't want a super realistic desk because it would look weird with my cartoony Bitmoji. So anything I find here, I could say, okay, I'll take this. Once I right click on it, I like to just right click and copy and then come here and paste. You don't have to put them in order. Like notice how they stack on top of each other. And so if you really want to stand in front of your desk, that's acceptable. What I usually do is I use a trick that is holding Control and pressing down. So if I hit Control down, then that will move things backwards. Control up will move things forward. So I can Control down and Control up to get things the way that I want. you get the picture. You just keep searching, finding all the items that you want, and then you decorate this to your heart's content. One other trick that I like to use when I'm designing is the word art. So when I say insert word art, you can type whatever word you want. Now, this is not as exciting as Microsoft Word Art. Don't tell Google. And at first I thought I really hated word art in Google, but you can, of course, change your color. You can change your fill. You can change your outline. I don't think you should really do red with a purple outline. But once you do this, you can also change your font. The thing I love about word art in Google is that now I can just resize it like a picture. So I don't have to say, well, do I need it to be 12-point font, 14-point font? I can just make it exactly what I want. And then I'll use the control down trick to put it behind my head. Those are just some quick tricks to help you get your design going. A lot of Google image search, a little bit of drag and drop, and a lot of patience, and you will have a cute Bitmoji classroom.